Hi everyone, Jen Butcher with the Butcher team. We know shopping for a home can be fun, but it can also be tough to fit into a busy schedule. So I've got 5 steps to get you started to find your next home. Step number 1, look at your current housing situation. Are you renting? If so, do you know when your lease is up? Do you know how much notice that you have to give your landlord? Take a look at your lease and figure that out because the timing is important. Do you currently own a home? If so, do you know what it's worth? Do you know what you could sell it for and what your net proceeds would be? Or have you considered keeping it and renting it out and using it as an investment property? So look at your current situation and figure out what you need to do there. Step number 2, let's figure out your budget. So we can usually pre-approve you for more than you want to or should buy because we look at gross income numbers. So I want you to take a look at your net income, what you actually take home, subtract out all of your expenses, make sure you put a little aside for fun money and probably some into savings as well, and then look at what's left. How much of that are you willing to use towards your monthly housing payment? That's going to help us determine the purchase price that you should be looking within and yet still be within your comfort zone. Step number 3, now let's talk. Let's complete an application, take a look at credit, and figure out what programs you qualify for. I'll say this step is where most people stop because they're afraid of what that's going to look like or what's going to happen. But I can tell you whether you have a low credit score, whether you have a high credit score, whether you have no down payment at all or a significant down payment, we've got a loan program for you. So let's figure out what that is so that we can move on to the next step, which gets a little bit fun. Now I want you to make a couple lists, a wants list and a needs list. On your wants list, and it's really start by just looking at where you live now. What do you have in the space that you have now that you absolutely have to have in your next home? And what are you missing that you would really like to have in your next home? Take a minute to really daydream, imagine yourself in your next home, and figure out what it looks like. Do you like an open floor plan? Do you sometimes work from home and maybe need an office space? Do you have kids and want a playroom for them? Or older kids and maybe a finished basement would be nice for them? Do you like a bigger backyard or maybe a fence if you have pets? So really daydream about what that looks like in your next home and start to make a list because it helps paint a clear picture for your real estate agent who's going to be searching for those homes for you. Which leads me to step number 5. Let me introduce you to one of our Realtor partners. They can take that list of yours and start to send you a search of the properties for sale in the area that you want to look in the price range that we figured out in your comfort zone with your budget. Following these steps really helps streamline the process and helps looking for your next home fit into your busy life. Give us a call, Jen Butcher with the Butcher team, and please don't forget to like our Facebook page so that you can stay in on our mortgage tips and trends. Have a great day.